What if I told you that nice guys finish last not by accident, but by design? That deep within the unconscious layers of the female psyche, there exists an ancient craving for the man who can protect or destroy. A craving Freud dared to expose, and society still refuses to admit. Women want dangerous men, not the cartoonish thug or villain, but the man who owns his shadow, the man who walks with controlled chaos, the man who understands power, and most importantly, the man who doesn't need to be liked. Today we dive into the brutal truth Sigmund Freud hinted at, a truth about female desire, male dominance, and the unsettling reason why women are drawn to danger, and why you must stop being so damn nice if you ever want to awaken real attraction. Number 1, the lie of the nice guy. Let's start with what society tells you. Be kind, respectful, sensitive, then women will love you. But if that were true, why are the nice guys constantly rejected, ghosted, or labeled as just a friend? Freud would say it's because the conscious mind and the unconscious mind speak two different languages. Consciously, women may say they want kindness and security, but unconsciously, they're magnetized by danger, unpredictability, and dominance. Why? Because those qualities signal strength. The man who doesn't need approval, the man who could fight or flee, the man who could conquer or protect. Women don't consciously choose danger, they respond to it. Evolution doesn't care about political correctness. It rewards traits that survive. And survival, for much of human history, depended on being aligned with a powerful, dangerous man. Number 2, Freud's theory of repressed desires. Freud believed that our deepest desires are hidden, not because they're unimportant, but because they're too important, too raw, too primal. His theory of the id, the part of our psyche ruled by instincts, suggested that sexuality isn't polite, safe, or romantic. It's chaotic, intense, even violent, and women, according to Freud, are no exception. Female sexuality, though often repressed or concealed by culture, contains a shadow, an attraction to power, to aggression, even to dominance. And when that's denied or shamed, it doesn't disappear, it just moves deeper underground. That's why women say they want a gentleman, but fantasize about the warrior, the outlaw, the leader. Freud didn't romanticize this truth. He exposed it, much to the outrage of his time. But look around. Is he wrong? Number 3, the dangerous man archetype. So what exactly is a dangerous man? It's not the guy picking fights in bars. It's not the criminal or the abuser. A truly dangerous man is one who can fight but chooses not to unless he must. He's disciplined, focused. He walks with a quiet confidence, knowing he's capable of both creation and destruction. Jordan Peterson once said, "A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very dangerous man who has it under voluntary control." That is the archetype Freud's work implies women are drawn to. The man who can own his anger without being ruled by it, who doesn't run from conflict, who embraces his masculinity instead of apologizing for it. Women want a man who has a spine, not just a heart. Number 4, the feminine response to power. Here's something brutal but true. Femininity is drawn to masculinity the way gravity pulls at mass. And masculinity is about power, calm, collected power. Women test men not to be cruel, but to see if they are that man. If you fold under pressure, if you need her validation, if you prioritize her comfort over your mission, you've already lost. Because unconsciously, women crave the polarity, the tension between strength and surrender. A woman wants to feel your presence, your frame, your leadership. Not because she's weak, but because that dynamic awakens something primal, something Freud understood, that beneath the social masks, Humans are still animals with instincts older than civilization, and power, when paired with purpose, is irresistible. Number 5. Why dangerous doesn't mean toxic. Now hear this. Being dangerous doesn't mean being toxic. It doesn't mean manipulation or abuse. It means being whole. It means integrating the parts of yourself that you've been told to suppress. Your anger, your sex drive, your ambition. The man who suppresses those parts becomes weak, resentful, and invisible. But the man who masters them becomes magnetic. Women don't want to be hurt. They want to be moved. They want to be challenged. They want to be led by a man who knows who he is. That's the paradox. The more dangerous you are to the world, the safer she feels with you. Number 6. The Freud-inspired path to awakening masculinity. So how do you become this man? First, stop outsourcing your self-worth. Freud would tell you to confront your shadow, face the unconscious parts of yourself. Journal, reflect, study your impulses. Where are you seeking approval? Where are you suppressing anger? Where are you afraid to take up space? Reclaim your masculine energy. Hit the gym, not just to look good, but to remind your body what strength feels like. Set boundaries. Speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Women notice, they feel it, not in what you say, but in how you carry yourself. Dangerous men don't chase, they attract. Freud's brutal truth was this: humans are not tame, and attraction is not rational. Women don't want a safe little boy. They want a dangerous man who has become a master of himself. One who doesn't ask for permission to exist. One who doesn't fold under pressure. One who can protect, provide, and penetrate, not just the body, but the soul. That's the man who gets chosen. That's the man who wins, not because he's nice, but because he's real. So stop apologizing for your masculinity. Stop hiding from your power. Embrace the danger, control it, refine it, and let the world feel the weight of your presence. If this message hit you deep, then subscribe for more unfiltered truths about psychology, attraction, and the raw power of authentic masculinity. Drop a comment if you're done being a nice guy and ready to become the man you were born to be. And remember, don't chase love. Become the man she can't help but follow.